Everyone is telling you the same thing. AI is coming for the senior engineers. They say the architect role is dead. They're wrong. I put the industry's best assistants, Cursor, GitHub Copilot, and Tabnine, up against a seasoned tech lead in a brutal architectural challenge. The result: the AI failed 90% of the complex system design patterns. Look, LLMs are incredible at writing functions. They're great at boilerplate, but when we moved to high throughput, distributed systems with strict consistency requirements, the AIs hit a brick wall. We didn't just test to-do apps, we tested real-world scale. In this video, we're breaking down exactly where AI coding assistants collapse. I'll show you the specific design patterns LLMs consistently hallucinate, and why your ability to manage trade-offs is your greatest career moat in 2026. If you want to stay indispensable while everyone else is just prompting, you need to see this. You've felt it. That rush when Cursor or Copilot writes a perfect React component in 3 seconds. It feels like cheating. Like we've finally reached the end of the grunt work era. But here's the trap. There is a massive difference between writing code and designing a system. Coding is tactical. System design is strategic. Most AI assistants are world-class tacticians. But as architects, they're blind. They give you the textbook answer, the one that works in a tutorial but collapses in production. They ignore the messy realities, the race conditions, the subtle bottlenecks that only trigger when you hit 10,000 requests per second. If you trust an LLM to architect your backend, you aren't building a product. You're building a time bomb of technical debt. And the worst part, the code looks clean. It's syntactically perfect, which makes the failure even harder to spot until the site goes down at 3 a.m. We're seeing a dangerous trend. Developers who can generate 1,000 lines of code but can't explain why they chose a NoSQL database over a relational one. So here is the reality. AI assistants aren't actually designing systems. They are predicting the most likely next token based on 1 trillion lines of existing code. There is a massive difference between writing a function and architecting a system. One is about syntax, the other is about trade-offs. To prove this, I ran a side-by-side challenge. I took 3 of the top tools, Cursor, GitHub Copilot, and Tabnine, and gave them a high-stakes prompt. The challenge: design a real-time bidding system capable of handling 100,000 requests per second with sub-10 ms latency. Here is where the AI failed. First, the local optimum trap. AI is incredible at the local level. It can write a perfect Redis caching layer in seconds, but it lacks global context. It doesn't know your legacy database constraints. It doesn't know your team's operational maturity. It suggests the textbook answer, not the right answer for your specific environment. When I pushed the AI on how to handle network partitions during a peak load, it hallucinated a solution that looked syntactically correct, but was logically impossible. Second, the trade-off blind spot. Software architecture is the art of choosing which problem you're willing to live with. Do you prioritize strong consistency or high availability? An LLM can't make that call because it doesn't understand business risk. It provides a generic middle ground. But in high-scale systems, the middle ground is where you crash. Senior engineers don't just pick a tool, they weigh the cost of failure. AI can't feel the pain of a 3 a.m. production outage, so it doesn't design to prevent them. Third, the integration gap. I noticed the AI would suggest a perfect Kafka implementation for the message bus and a perfect PostgreSQL schema for the data store. But the glue, the actual orchestration between them, was fragile. It missed the edge cases. It ignored the backpressure issues. It forgot about the dead letter queues. This is why tools like Cursor and Copilot are accelerators, not replacements. They can write the boilerplate. They can generate the unit tests. But the moment you move from, how do I write this, to should I build this, the AI becomes a liability if you aren't steering it. Your value as a senior engineer isn't your ability to remember the syntax for a Kubernetes manifest. It's your ability to look at a design and say, this will break at 10x load because of this specific bottleneck. Now, don't get me wrong. I still use these tools every day. Whether it's Cursor for rapid prototyping or Copilot for boilerplate, they are incredible force multipliers. If you haven't tried them, check the links in the description. But look at the results of this challenge. The AI nailed the syntax, but it bombed the system design. It ignored race conditions. It hallucinated the scaling logic. It completely missed the circular dependencies that would have crashed the production environment. The truth: AI is a world-class junior dev, but a terrible architect. If you want to stay indispensable in the age of LLMs, stop focusing on the code and start mastering the design. Hit subscribe to learn the high-level skills AI can't touch. I'll see you in the next one.